What's up, everybody? It's Jaiden Cable here with Home of Fights. Who am I here with today?
Jared Flash Gordon.
Jared, you had a good win against Thiago, first round knockout. Going into that fight, did you try to go to first round knockout? You tried to go the distance? What was the plan there?
I mean, I knew my boxing was definitely better, and I wasn't like hunting for the knockout, but I knew I could knock out anyone. I just timed him coming in, and I hit him with the right hand, I put him down, and that was it. So, yeah, I mean, of course I'll take the knockout, but I wasn't necessarily searching for it. I thought I would break him later on in the rounds, but I was able to get the job done early. So,
who do you want next? Who's out there?
I mean, I want a top 15. I don't know if I'm going to get it off of a knockout win. I'm only on a one-fight streak. Granted, I really believe I'm on like a 6-fight winning streak or whatever it is, 5 fights. I would love a top 15. I would love to fight BSD, someone up there in the rankings, and get my shot finally.
How do you think that fight against him and you would go?
Oh, it would be a tough fight, man. The guy's a savage. He's huge for 55. Really good grappler. He keeps going. He doesn't quit. He tends to fade, but he still goes. So even though he might look tired, he's still going. I think it would be a really tough fight, but I think I could outwork him.
Definitely. That's a hard fight. Like you said, he's a big guy.
He's savage, and he's really good, and I like him. But you know, like we got to fight each other. So
it's UFC, you know. But also, talking about your fighting career, recently Paddy Pimblett actually beat, or destroyed, you could say, Michael Chandler. How do you think between you and him would go now?
I mean, he's definitely gotten better, but I think I still can beat him, and I would love to fight him again. I actually really like him, though, as a person. I think he's a great guy. I think he's hysterical. He's got all of the characteristics you need to be a UFC superstar. You know, he's funny. He's got the quirks, and his walkout's amazing. He gets the crowd going. And he's great on camera, and he's winning fights. So, I mean, he's the full package for UFC. Granted, I still think I could beat him again.
Didn't you used to really dislike him?
I didn't really dislike him. It wasn't necessarily his fault that the judges, gave him the fight. But, I mean, was I pissed? Yeah, I wasn't necessarily mad at him, though.
So, like you said, you should be on a 6-fight winning streak. If you were, do you think you could be a champion right now or maybe even a top contender?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't think I could be the champion or got really, really far in the sport. And, I mean, I've been in UFC 8 years. That's a testament in its own. A lot of guys don't make it that far. But, yeah, of course, I think I could get ranked and become champion.
Like right now, if you had the 6-fight winning streak, like you said, if you you deserve it. If you did have it, do you think you could be the champion? Right? Like you would be the champion right now?
I don't think I'd necessarily be the champion right now, but I think I could fight for the championship. Yes.
Talking about UFC fights, big fights are coming up. Next weekend actually. Sean O'Malley versus Merab. We have to talk about that. What do you think?
I mean, on paper, I have to go Merab. Their last fight, guy's a machine. Another really likable person, but of course, anyone can win at any time. Sean can catch him. He's a great striker. Apparently he was injured in his last fight. He had a groin injury. Maybe that will make a difference. And I'm sure all he's been doing is working on takedowns. I'm sure they've studied the last fight and all of his other fights very thoroughly. And they're gamers, man. Sean and his team they're smart people. They got good coaches. And yeah, so I think he could win. But if I was a betting man, I'd have to go Merab.
I recently asked Sean, I said, hey, a lot of people say you have Dana White privilege. What do you think about that? He said, thanks, Dana. Do you believe he has Dana White privilege?
Not necessarily. I think he's just another star, and he's got the looks and the wins, the knockouts, and people like him, and he sells tickets. So I don't necessarily think it's Dana White privilege, but if you're a star, they're going to favor you. So, but good for him. If I could have Dana White privilege, I would take it also.
Who wouldn't, right? And also talking about that, it was kind of one-sided last fight, the Merab and Sean O'Malley fight, but I guess we'll see what happens. And also fighting on that card, Julianna Pena versus Kayla Harrison. Predictions?
I mean, Julianna beat Amanda Nunes. Anything can happen. This is MMA. If I was a betting man again, I'd have to go Kayla. She's a savage, great grappler. I think her striking is underrated. She's jacked. And Pena's last fight was a little lackluster, but she can get the job done, and I'm friends with her, so I think it could go either way. But if I had to bet my mortgage and all my savings on it, I would have to go Kayla. Don't get mad at me, Julianna. It's just, I have to go with facts and statistics here, and I'm not stupid. I'm a realist, so.
Who would win a fight? Kayla Harrison fought at 55. Who would win a fight between you and Kayla Harrison?
I'll beat Kayla's ass. I'm also friends with Kayla. She's a great competitor, but these are these are questions that shouldn't be asked a man, because then it just sounds sexist. But I believe that I would beat Kayla in a fight.
Yeah, I don't really. Yeah, I would definitely be scared of Kayla Harrison. I mean,
Yeah, maybe for you, I get it. Yeah.
definitely for me, man. I'd be terrified to see her in a fight in a ring with me. Let's talk about 317. Huge card. Oliveira versus Topuria. Topuria's a big favorite.
Yeah, I mean, I think he could catch anyone and put their lights out. And he's got the momentum right now. Charles was the champion, a little older, has more mileage. But I think that he could win. And we've shown Topuria has had issues with longer guys. Another bet, if I was a betting man, I'm going Topuria, but I think Oliveira could sub him, catch him also on the feet. We got to see what Oliveira shows up, I think. Because Topuria always shows up to fight and win. Oliveira has had moments where, he's either a killer or he fades and loses. So we got to see what Oliveira shows up, how motivated he is.
It's a heavier weight class, though. What do you, does that add anything to it, maybe?
I mean, it's going to be different fighting at a higher weight class, but Topuria is big for 45, I think, getting bigger, stronger, putting on more muscle. He's got all the money and resources in the world to fill into 55 in this time period as well. So I don't think it's going to be a problem for him. He's putting people's lights out. I don't think he's going to have a problem knocking a 55er out.
Well, speaking about Ilia, a huge fight everyone wants to see, Ilia versus Islam. Personally, me, I would have to say Islam. What do you think?
I think Islam, because of the grappling and the size advantage. On the feet, it would be really tough for him. I think Dustin, and some other guys have given Islam problems on the feet. But I think, once again, if I was a betting man, I got to go Islam.
All right, we got a whole parlay here, the Jared Gordon parlay. And I believe the last one I really want to talk about for fighting is Jon Jones versus Tom Aspinall. Do you think that ever will happen?
I don't think it's going to happen. At this point, he's a smart guy, man. I wouldn't want to fight Tom either. That's like Jon fighting like Shogun when Jon was 23 years old or whatever he was. So I don't think it's going to happen unless the UFC forks over $20-30 million to Jon. And smart on Jon. Why should he? The guy's the GOAT and does what he wants. And if I was him, I would feel like I have nothing to prove. Oh, yeah. Fuck that.
He has nothing to prove, but I spoke to Makhachev about this, actually. I said that Daniel Cormier was in the same situation that Jon Jones and Aspinall was, and I feel like that's why maybe a lot of people are mad, because Jon's not taking the same shot that DC took when DC was older. Now Jon's older, and Tom Aspinall's a younger guy.
Well, that's DC's fault. He could have walked away too, I guess, but he probably also got paid really well. Yeah. I guess Jon doesn't feel like he really needs that money, to go through with this fight. But I think he said like $20 million he wanted. So people make their own choices. DC wanted to have a legacy that made him happy. This is Jon's legacy. He can do what he wants. I mean, I don't know why people care so much. I get it. It would be a great fight, and that's what people want to see, but, shit happens.
Yeah, I mean, everyone wants to see the GOAT fight, maybe the future GOAT. But let's talk more about you. So you grew up, pretty hard growing up. But do you feel like fighting really shaped you into the person you are today?
Oh yeah, definitely. I wouldn't say fighting completely shaped me to who I am today, but it had played a large role in my life and who I am now. But yeah, I mean, the discipline, showing up every day to train multiple times a day, eating correctly, waking up at the right time, going to sleep, getting good sleep, recovery. Yeah, I mean, you have to be healthy to be a successful MMA fighter, and it definitely helped pave my life. And but obviously I do other things to keep myself grounded. But MMA is a huge part of my life. I love martial arts. I love training. I love jiu-jitsu. I love wrestling. I love it all. So yeah, I mean, it's given me a purpose. It's given me a way to make a living, and it's definitely set up my life.
So when did you start training, actually?
When I was 17. I wrestled 1 year in junior high. I graduated high school, found a gym in Queens, and that was it. I've been fighting since then.
So you were a troubled kid, right, growing up. What really got you into fighting?
I mean, at the time when I just graduated, my senior year, the Ultimate Fighter was getting really big. Stephan Bonner, Forrest Griffin, and then I saw Frankie Edgar make his UFC debut, and I was like, holy shit, this guy's like, I'm like this guy, like short, stubby guy from New York. He's from New Jersey. I saw him beat Tyson Griffin in his UFC debut, and I was like, holy shit, if this guy can do it, I can do it. And that was it. I found a gym, and the rest was history.
Right now, looking back at yourself when you were 17, what are a few words you might want to tell yourself?
Stop being such an asshole and grow the fuck up, you know? Stop wasting time. Stop thinking that, you know, partying and being cool is the way to go because it's all bullshit. And just get your act together now. Stop fucking wasting time.
What moment did you realize, you know, you were going to be a fighter? You really wanted to pursue this?
So my first amateur fight, I was like, I'm just going to do this just to do it. Like, I don't know like what it was going to turn into. I won the fight, and that was it. I was like, I love this. I love the feeling of winning. I love the feeling of competing in front of people. And that was it. At that moment, I knew.
Were your parents supportive of you becoming a fighter?
Yeah, they were fully supportive. It was like, either I was going to be, I remember my dad was like, either you're going to sell drugs or be a fighter. Pick one. And I was like, I'll be a fighter. I still tried to sell drugs, didn't work out too well, but yeah, they fully supported me, man.
All right, well, you're a much better fighter than you are a drug dealer.
Yeah. Well, I was a pretty good drug dealer, actually, but, you know, I didn't want to go to prison, so.
Hey, it's legal. It's legal to fight, but if in the cage, don't go outside and fight someone.
On the street. No more of that.
No, don't go outside and fight Kayla Harrison.
I only fight if I'm getting paid now. Unless I got to, like, you know, protect myself or my loved ones, I will fuck you up in the street, but.
Me versus you?
Nah, unless someone's paying me.
Yeah. It's scary to go in the ring with me.
Yeah, I mean, I would be fucking frightened.
All right, well, you know, let's keep talking about you. And which fight, if a fan wants to really know what your fighting style is or which really represents you, which fight would you tell them to watch?
My second UFC fight against Hakron Diaz. It was a great fight. I beat the living shit out of him. Nice guy, but yeah, like I just walked him down and really pummeled him into the mat. It was a brutal beating.
At that fight, did you know you kind of made it?
I mean, that was my second UFC fight. I won my first UFC fight. I was on a 2-fight streak. I actually lost my next 2. But yeah, I knew that I had what it took to be in the UFC and stay in the UFC, so.
Your first UFC fight, looking back on it, were you really nervous walking into that cage?
Actually, I wasn't nervous. I was on a big winning streak. I was like, I know I'm better than this guy, and I went in there. I finished him in the second round, and I made it look easy, so I wasn't necessarily scared, but yeah, of course, we always have nerves, so, but I wasn't scared.
Do you ever still get nervous going into the cage with someone?
Oh, yeah. My last fight, I was like, fuck, dude, I fucking hate this shit. And then you win, and you're like, oh, I can't wait to fight again. But yeah, I mean, it gets worse. Stakes get bigger, stakes get higher, more money, more this, more that. And yeah, every fight's really important, so I still get nervous.
That's good, but let's just talk about your division. And in your division, anyone ranked higher than you, who do you feel like is ranked higher than you that really isn't that good?
I mean, not that good. Everyone's good that's ranked higher than me, but I mean, I believe I beat Paddy. I believe I beat Nasrat. I believe I'm better than a lot of these guys. I could beat any one of them at any given time. So everyone that's ahead of me, I think I could beat you.
Do you feel like maybe Paddy's the next in line for the champion?
I think he said he wanted one more before he got the title shot, so I don't think they're going to give it to him right away. But I think on 1 or 2, if he keeps winning, then he'll get a shot.
Also, right now we're at Killcliff. How does it feel to be part of the Killcliff family?
Just got done sparring. I only did a few rounds. I fought 2 weeks ago, so it's great though. We got a lot of killers here, a lot of veterans, a lot of really good up-and-coming fighters. We have a huge group of guys. Everyone's really good. I love it here. I've been here for 6 years. I've known Henry Hooft since I'm like 21. Yeah, this is home.
Are there any fighters here you look up to?
Yeah, of course. I mean, we got Gilbert Burns, we got Luke, Robbie Lawler is one of our coaches, Nick Lentz is one of our coaches. These guys are like pioneers of the sport, so yeah, I look up to a lot of guys here, of course.
Yeah, Robbie Lawler is a scary man, bro.
Yeah, he's not to be fucked with. He's an asshole sometimes. He's right there. Robbie! Yeah, he breaks my balls all fucking day, Robbie. Robbie, how often do you break my balls? How often do you break my balls? Every fucking day the guy breaks my balls. He talks shit about me, tells everyone to fuck me up, but great guy, great coach.
No, it's not usually you see such a good fighter as a great coach. You know,
He loves the sport. He loves coaching guys. Guy's a pioneer, UFC champion, Strikeforce champion, right? I mean, the guy's fucking legend.
Definitely, bro. But when you got to, how long have you been training here?
Like 6 years. I did come down here when I was like 21. I was here for a little while. Then I went back to New York. But I've been here for I think six, almost 7 years now.
Did you notice a big change in the competition here compared to your old gym in New York?
Yeah, I mean, the level of MMA fighters were way better. I was at Renzo Gracie's in Church Street Boxing. Renzo's more of a jiu-jitsu gym. Church Street was boxing, kickboxing. But the level of MMA, like pure MMA fighter here was way higher, yeah.
Speaking about your gym, Killcliff, do you guys have beef with, what is it called, American Top Team?
I wouldn't call it beef. Maybe they used to have beef when, I mean, it was ATT versus Black Zillions on the Ultimate Fighter show. They definitely were beefing then. But I don't think it's like that anymore. We fight each other all the time. No one gives a fuck, dude. It's a business.